Hi guys, it's Bryony and today I'm doing my very late August wrap-up and September TBR. So the reason I've been away is because I've been very sick with the flu, and then about 2 weeks ago I got over the flu and then got severe hay fever because it's springtime now, and I just haven't been able to kick the hay fever. I've always had it bad. Every spring, early spring, I'll always get it, and it's usually pretty bad. So I do apologise for being away for so long, and I'm so sorry that this is late, but I just couldn't do anything about it. And then the last week has just been so hectic. I've been coming home late from work purely because we've just had so much going on. So I have a lot of excuses and I'm sorry for that, but yes. As you can see, my room has changed a little bit. I had a green bookshelf over here, which you may have seen in videos, but I moved that over there, so it's on that wall now. And I have my cat bed, well, my cat's bed over there in the corner, and it just makes things a little bit roomier in here because it's not a very big room, but I have a lot of books, so I had to have 2 bookshelves, obviously. So yes, and I have to actually sit closer to the camera, otherwise you can't hear me, and the bookshelf is obviously a bit further away. There's a big gap here and it's on my dresser and everything. So yeah, it looks a bit different, but it's pretty much the only way I can film anything right now. So early last month I participated in the BookTubeAthon and I filmed my wrap-up for that. However, I lost it. I don't know how else to put it. I actually did lose it. I don't know if I accidentally deleted it, or I don't know. I don't even have answers. I can't even explain how I lost it. I just did. And so I have to include my, well, I don't have to, but I'm going to include my BookTubeAthon wrap-up because it was in the month of August. So I thought I would include the books that I read for that and the other books that I read for the month of August. So if you saw my BookTubeAthon TBR, you will know these were the 7 books that I was planning on reading for that, and most of them are really thin, like 100 pages probably. Well, there's one that isn't 100 pages, it's much shorter, but yes, I did plan on reading all of these, and I must say I'm really proud of myself because I read 4 of them and didn't get around to reading 3, but 4 of them is more than half, and I'm really happy with myself. I couldn't believe I did that actually in 7 days. It's pretty good for me. So the first book I decided to read was someone else's favourite book, and I asked one of my students what her favourite book was, and she said she really liked the Geronimo Stilton books, and we have a couple at school, so I decided to pick this one up, and this one's called Valentines Day Disaster. And I'm sorry, I'm just going to cover that up because it's from the library and it's got my school name on it. This isn't a terrible book. It's very much a kid's book. Not something for me though. I probably wouldn't go out and buy the series or anything, but it's very good for kids. I think it's very over dramatic. I feel like some of it was just really weird and funny that I thought, really? But you know, being a kid's book kind of has to be like that, I guess. It's good for kids, I will tell you that. In here it's got like a whole page of people in the town. Lots of different fonts as well, and yeah, it's a cute little book. Like, it's not the worst book in the world, but yeah, it's definitely a cute little book. I think I rated this one a 3 out of 5 stars, mainly because, you know, it's not for me, but it's good for kids. The next book I read for BookTubeAthon was just an extra book because we had to read 7 books, so I decided to put this as the 7th book that I would read, but it was actually the 2nd book because it's the first book in the series. Don't ask me why I did that, and it, you know, I wanted to go in order, obviously, and this one was Never Been Kissed by Emma Harrison, and this is the Sweet 16 series with Mary-Kate and Ashley. Obviously you should know by now that I like Mary-Kate and Ashley. Yes, obsession's still there. Pretty good book. Yeah, you should know by now that I love Mary-Kate and Ashley, so I will rate anything 5 out of 5 stars for Mary-Kate and Ashley. The next book I read was a book that I really wanted to read, and I really wanted to read it because I've never read anything by this author before, and I've obviously heard about him for a while and just haven't ever picked up a book of his, so I wanted to. This book also classes as a book that I finished without letting go of it. I don't know if anyone else did that, but I did. So yeah, and it was a quick read too. Pretty good book. Oh, there she is. She likes her bed. Oh, she's so cute. Anyway, this book is called The Bad Beginning by Lemony Snicket, and this is the first book in the series of unfortunate events. Well, it says book the first, so I'm assuming it's the first book. And again, this is from the library. I don't know, you probably can't read it anyway, but I'm going to cover it up just in case. This is a good book. I actually really enjoyed this book. It's really good. I was a bit hesitant about reading it, mainly because the synopsis tells us that it's a bad book. You know, it's an unfortunate story, and I don't really like stories with bad endings and, you know, no closure and stuff like that, so I was a bit hesitant about reading it, but it was okay. The ending was fine. I can deal with the ending. I have to pick up the second book now. But yeah, no, it's a pretty good book. A pretty good author from what I read, obviously the first book. I gave this book a 5 out of 5 stars purely because I really did like it. I should say I love it. And it is a good book for kids as well, so it's not something just for adults or teenagers. It is a good book for kids. I don't know, is it? It's kind of not a sad book. Oh my god. Very good book. I enjoyed it. So yeah, 5 out of 5 stars for the Lemony Snicket. And the last book I read for BookTubeAthon was the last book I acquired. Well, one of the last books I acquired, because I bought a few that month. And I'm really happy with this one. I loved it. And this one was Finding Audrey by Sophie Kinsella. And I absolutely love this book. It is so hilarious. I don't even know where to begin. This will be a book that I recommend because I actually recommended it to 2 people already, one colleague and a student of mine, and they both read it, loved it, thought it was hilarious. I mean it when I say it's hilarious. But it's so, this is book related, but it's not really BookTubeAthon related. But these people, they use your books. I don't know if you can see it. Well, you probably won't be able to. But they use your books, borrow your books, and then they ruin it. See the little, you can't see it. Maybe there. Can you see the little crease? There, right there. Sorry, I'm really excited. There, can you see it? Yeah. Anyway, they crease your book. I got it back and it was almost destroyed. Well, not really, but I was like, oh my god, as if you treat other people's books like that. I was so sad. When I got this was perfect, and when I read it, it was perfect. You know, straight and everything. Anyway, I should stop babbling about that. This is a really good book. You should read it. Whoever's watching this, you should read it because it's funny. I don't know. I actually don't. It's a funny, cute little story, and there's, you know, lots sort of going on that you want to know about. You want to know what sort of happens to her, and yeah, it is a good book. I really did enjoy this. There was so many parts where I was laughing out loud because it was so funny. And just read it. Just read it. It's really good. 5 out of 5 stars, obviously, because I loved it that much. And I will probably read it again because I want another laugh. So that was my very late BookTubeAthon wrap-up, and I am really happy with myself. That is a pretty good achievement for me to read 4 books in 7 days, even though I didn't read the whole 7 days. The whole 7 books. I'm still really proud of myself. So obviously I missed out on these 3 books, which were The Perfect Summer, which is by Kieran Scott, Wishes and Dreams by, oh my god, Kathy Clark, and The Giver by Lois Lowry. So I'm a bit disappointed that I didn't get to read this, but I can still read it, you know, it's not the end of the world. But yeah, these are the 3 books that I missed out on reading. So the 4 books that I read, and I'm really proud of myself. I can't believe I actually read 4 books in 7 days. So after the BookTubeAthon, I decided to read Paper Towns by John Green, and I did mention this in my August TBR anyway, that I did really want to read it, and I was meant to read it a while ago, but I didn't. But I finally read it. I'm so proud of myself for that too, because, you know, you say you're going to read a book and then you don't, and then you feel a bit guilty. That's how I felt anyway. Pretty cool book. I liked it. It was very good. I didn't like it as much as The Fault in Our Stars. Actually, I loved The Fault in Our Stars, but I really liked this. I rated this on a 4 out of 5 stars, and it wasn't what I expected. I guess I just had high expectations after reading The Fault in Our Stars, but I don't know. Then after Paper Towns, I had about 10-15 days left of the month, so I was like, okay, what am I going to read now? I need to pick something up. And I didn't actually mention this to you guys in my TBR because I didn't think I would finish Paper Towns in that short time that I actually did. So I decided I would finally finish this amazing series that I've been wanting to finish for so long, and I finally did it. And that book was Clockwork Princess by Cassandra Clare, and this is the 3rd and final book in the Infernal Devices, and oh my god, absolutely amazing. I don't even know where to begin. I will tell you now, and I just, you know, I want to take a moment to brag about this. My theories were right. I was right all along. Obviously I didn't know for sure, but I was 95% sure that the theories I had were right, were true, and they were. And oh my god, this is such an amazing book. This is such an amazing series. I absolutely loved it, and I'm so happy that I've read this. I cried. This is a sad book. It's such a good book, but it's really sad too. The ending is really sad, but so amazing. It's so amazing. I love you. Do you ever do that with books? I do. Not really. Only that once. That was weird. Yeah, I'm so happy I read this. 5 out of 5 stars. If I could give it 10 out of 5 stars, I would. Actually, I can and I will. 10 out of 5 stars. This is amazing. So beautiful. So those were the 6 books I read in the month of August, and oh my god, I can't believe I did that. This is absolutely amazing. Obviously a couple of them are very short, but such an amazing thing I did here. I can't believe it, and I'm so proud of myself, so hooray! Now for my September TBR, which is more than halfway through the month already. I will tell you now that I'm in the biggest reading slump. I don't even know why. I think I'm going on holidays in a week, and I think I'm just excited, so I just can't get into the groove of reading. I just can't. All month I've been like this with so much going on. I just haven't had I have had plenty of time, I just haven't wanted to be honest. So I'm kind of in the middle of 2 books and I don't know if anyone else does that. I have started reading a book that I've been meaning to start for a while now, and I've just been putting it off. Anyway, the book I've started reading is Breathe by Abby Glines, which is the first book in the Seabreeze series, and I really want to read this and this whole series that I have. I don't know if it's because I'm not in the mood to read, you know, romance and contemporary or whatever this genre book is. I just don't know. I don't know what I'm in the mood for. I feel like more fantasy, but then I go to pick a fantasy book up and I'm like, no, I don't want to, and then I don't know, I'm so confused. Anyway, I've read about 120 pages, so I don't know if you can see there's my bookmark. Yeah, so I'm not very far into it. I'm, you know, quarter way, let's be realistic, quarter way. I'm not a huge fan of rock stars either, so I think this is what's kind of putting me off too, because it's a little bit slow. You know how some books are slow? Yeah, this is what it's like. But I mean, there's stuff happening now, but I don't know. It's just killing me. So I don't know whether I'll finish this. This is on my TBR because I've started it, and you know, I wouldn't mind finishing it, but we'll see. We'll see. And the other book that I'm reading this month along with Breathe is a book that will probably shock a lot of you. I feel like I should have read this long ago and I just haven't, but there are reasons why I haven't read this book yet, and I've bought the whole series now, so I do want to read it. I do need to read it, but I just haven't. I'll tell you in a minute why. Anyway, the book is Divergent by Veronica Roth, and I haven't read it because I've already been spoiled. Simple as that. I already know what happens and I am not happy, and I'm very, very reluctant to read this book and enjoy it. But I really love this movie. The movie is amazing, and I guess I want to read it because I love the movie and I really like dystopian as well, so I don't know, I was just in the mood for something different, and so I picked it up and I just started reading it. I'm not very far into it. I'm like 52 pages, so not very far at all, but I don't know. And I've seen, obviously I said before, I've seen Divergent. I haven't seen Insurgent yet, but I do want to read Insurgent before I watch it, and same with Allegiant, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm actually going to finish this. I don't know if I'm actually going to finish Breathe or not, but sorry, that went right in my face. Yeah, I'm camera shy. Anyway, yeah, I don't know if I'll finish these two books or not, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm hoping to finish at least one, let's just say that. I've only got a couple days left in the month, so surely I can finish one of them. I'm further into Breathe, obviously. How many pages is it? Yeah, it's only 300 and something pages, and this is 400 and something pages, so I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. So yes, these are the two books that are on my TBR for this month, which is almost over. Very exciting. So that was my August wrap-up and September TBR. Again, I apologise for this being late, and I should probably mention that I am going on holidays in a week, so I don't know what will happen, but I will take my filming device and everything that I need to do it, and I will hopefully film at my friend's house or wherever, I don't know, probably on the street or something. Maybe not the street, but that will be weird. I don't want people looking at me. But yes, I will take everything that I need, and I will try and make up for last time. That was weird, I know, sorry. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I guess I will see you next time, which will be probably very soon if I keep up with filming. Thanks again, guys. Bye!